Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my third lesson of D4 chapter number 2 exercise 2A, that is about the application of Venn diagrams in problem sums. In this lesson I will solve intermediate level question number 6. Let's read the question. It's really important to read and underline important terms of the question. Question says all 35 families in an estate possesses a car or a motorcycle or both. 18 have cars, 27 have motorcycles. Draw the Venn diagram to represent this information, and from the Venn diagram we have to find the number of families that have both cars and motorcycles. And the second part is cars but not motorcycles. Cars but not motorcycles. If we read the question again, we can see that the total families in the information are 35. Out of these 35 families, 18 have cars and 27 have motorcycles. The first requirement of the question is that we have to draw the Venn diagram to represent this information. As the question says that we have to find those families which have both the transports, so it tells us that this is the situation of overlapping condition. Let's X be the families which have both cars and motorcycles. Now, the total people who have the cars with us, 18 have cars. So as X people have both the things, so the number of people who have cars only will be 18 minus X, and the number of people who will have motorcycle only will be 27 minus X. Now, in order to find the number of people who are having both the things, for which we can use the formula that number of elements of A union B, here according to need we can change the situation. Instead of A we can have C and M. This will be C union M. C union M will be equal to number of elements of C plus number of elements of M minus number of elements of C intersection M. Now the number of elements of C union M that is given in the question, that is 35 equal to 18 plus 27 minus X. 18 plus 27 minus X. 18 plus 27 is 7 and 8 is 15. 45 minus X equals to 35. In order to get value of X, those families which are having both cars and motorcycles, shift 45 to other side. 35 minus 45 equal to minus X, or minus 10 equal to minus X, and X will be equal to 10. It means the families, those families which have both cars and motorcycle, that is 10. Now, if we look at the diagram, we can see that 18 minus X are the families which have only car, and 27 minus X are the families that possesses motorcycle only. Now, we can see if 10 families are having both the things, so only car will be 18 minus 10, which is 8, and this is 27 minus 10, which is 17. Now the second part of the question says cars but not motorcycles. Cars but not motorcycles means cars only. This is the second requirement of the question. Cars but not motorcycles. That will be equal to only cars, that is 18 minus X, and 18 minus 10, and which is equal to 8. 8 families have car only but not motorcycle. I hope you are clear about this question. Let's move to the next question. Next question says, as the questions are long, so I've written the question in short form and I'll be reading the question from the book. In a school, 60% of the people have the saving account with POS Bank and 72% have the saving account with commercial banks. 60% of the people have the saving account with POS bank and 72% have the saving account with commercial bank. Find the percentage of people who have the saving account with both POS bank and commercial bank if all the people have at least one saving account. If all of the people have at least one of the saving account. For this question, we can suppose that A be the people that have the saving account. These are the pupils having saving account with POS bank and B are the pupils having saving account with commercial bank. And what is the requirement of question? Number of people that have the saving account. Okay, let X be the number of people having saving account with both banks, equal to X. As we are given with the number of people in form of the percentage that have the saving accounts with POS bank and the number of people that have the saving accounts with commercial banks, so we can use the formula that number of elements of A union B will be equal to number of elements of A plus number of elements of B minus number of elements of A intersection B. As the situation is for the percentage, so the maximum of the percentage is 100%, will be equal to 60 plus 72 minus X. 60 plus 72 will give me 2, 6, 6, 12, 132 minus X equals to 100. Shift it to other side. This will become 100 minus 132 equal to minus X, or X will be equal to minus X will be equal to minus 32, or X will be equal to 32%. So 32% people will have the saving account with both the banks. I hope this question is clear to you. Let's move to question number 14. And question 14 says, if A and B are two disjoint sets, it's really important information. We have to underline this information and recall the concept of disjoint sets such that number of elements of A are 84 and number of elements of B are 16. Find the first part is number of elements of A intersection B and second is number of elements of A union B. Recall that the disjoint sets are the sets which have nothing in common. So when sets have nothing in common, intersection will be an empty set. So for the number of elements of A intersection B, as the intersection is empty, so there will be no element and the answer will be 0 for the number of elements of A intersection B. And for the second part, that is the number of elements of A union B equal to, as the sets are disjoint, again you can take the idea of even numbers and odd numbers, like A can have elements 1, 3 and 5 and B can have the elements 2 and 4. So when I will be taking the union, what I will be doing, I will be joining these two sets. So the number of elements in the union will be equal to number of elements of A plus number of elements of B, and that will be equal to 84 plus 16, and that is 6 plus 4 is 10 and 100. I hope you are clear about this question. These are really important questions, but these questions you have to recall and understand the relationships between the disjoint, overlapping, and subsets. Then coming to question number 15, it says that if A is the subset of B, A is the subset of B, and number of elements of A are 42, A are 42, B are 75, we have to find the number of elements of A intersection B and A union B, because A is the subset of B. A is the subset of B. Like we can take the idea that if we are having A equals to 2 and B is 2, 3 and 5. Now you can see that elements of A are completely contained in B. So when I will take intersection means the common elements only. So intersection of these two sets, A intersection B, will be equal to 2 only, and which is actually the set A, which is the subset of B. So for intersection, number of elements of A intersection B will be equal to number of elements of A, which is the subset, and which is equal to 42. Coming to the union condition, number of elements of A union B will be equal to number of elements of A union B will be equal to. Now for the union, again you can take the idea that when I will be taking the union means join or collection. I have to write all the elements in sequence 2, 3 and 5. Now see, this 2, 3 and 5 is actually equal to set B, which is the superset, will be equal to number of elements of B, which is equal to 75. I hope you are clear about this question. For next difficulty level, please catch me in the next class. Watch my lesson, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.